Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Queen Presley channel. If you don't know, my name is Presley, and today I'm going to give you 5 tips and 1 con about living in a house full of roommates. So it's not a dorm room, so it's basically, if you don't know what it is, it's basically living in a house like it sounds with people in different, they have you only share the living room, but you have your separate rooms. Like you have, like you can see right now, I'm in my room and everybody has their different room, but you share the common area like the kitchen and the living room and the bathroom, depending on what kind of place you live in. It's usually like 2 people for 1 bathroom, so it's not bad. So let's get started before I lose my train of thought, which I do all the time. The first tip of living with a roommate is the bond. You guys have a genuinely nice, friendly and family friendly bond, because you always are asking, like you always like constantly not like asking each other for help, or like telling each other stuff. Like if you're having a bad day, you just tell each other, like you're here for one another. And also, like if you're having a struggle, you talk to them and they can give you advice on how to go about that, or if you're having a problem. So it's basically like having a bunch of friends in one house. Okay. And cooking, if you enjoy cooking like I do, I love cooking. But no, sorry, let's rephrase that, because that's not true, Astrid. I love eating, but to eat you have to cook, right? So anyways, so basically, when you live by yourself, obviously you have to learn how to cook, and the plus of that, you learn how to cook other people's dishes. So you learn various cultures' dishes, and if they're willing to teach you, that's a props. Like I know one of my roommates always teaching me how to cook, so it's like her dish of like her traditional dish, and it's awesome because I know so many things that I didn't know before, and I enjoy it because like sometimes you just want to vary. You don't want to cook the same meals or the same things that your parents did or that you do, so you wanted something different without even going out to find something different, you know. So also you learn about other cultures. Living with roommates, especially if you don't have like roommates as your friends or best friend or whatever, if you just have like people you don't know, you learn about them a lot. You learn about where they come from, what the values are, what they like and they don't like, how their culture behaves and all that stuff, which is something that you don't get every day, which I find cool. I mean, you can open a book and learn about different cultures, but learning about a culture from the person itself is pretty dope. And also what I like about having a household full of people, and it's the cost efficiency of it. Like it's very good, because like even if you don't like it, you probably would like it for this reason, because it's so much cheaper than having to live in a dorm home or having an apartment for yourself, because it costs like 700 or something just to have like a dorm room, especially in Canada at least, where I am in my area. So definitely having to live in a house with people, you don't have that like that huge payment on just, you know, because I mean like dorm rooms is just, you still live with people, but like living with roommates, you don't have that huge tuition that you need to pay, the fees you need to pay for the room and all that crazy stuff that goes with dorm rooms and all that stuff, and or having an apartment for yourself. But yeah, it's definitely enjoyable, and having to not worry too much about how much your living place is. So one thing that I found also that's awesome, and I literally love this, is you can never go out of hunger. Like I mean, you cannot starve, because you have different people in the house and they always have something, they always have food, right? So like if like one day you're like slacking, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna go do groceries because I'm just lazy, you know, just human laziness, you can literally just ask, and it's just that bond. Like I said before, they would just be like, yes, we share each other's food all the time. It's always so nice to just be like, oh okay, can I borrow this, can I borrow that, because it's just like you don't want to, like sometimes you just don't want to go doing groceries. It's not like you don't have money, it's more like you don't want to do it right now. And especially when you have different people who are willing to just share your food with you, and you're also willing to share, because it goes both ways, right? It's definitely a plus. One thing that I like, one thing that I dislike, I'm sorry, I'm just like reading my notes right here that I wrote quickly because I don't want to ramble and tell you non-facts. One things that I dislike about living with roommates, I mean, it's one con, so it's like not that much. So it's like it's just sharing chores, and it's not because people don't want to do chores. It's mainly because people are busy. People are busy with their life. People have school to do, they have jobs to attend to, and it's just very stressful sometimes because you don't want to live in a messy house. But sometimes people are just so much busy that you don't have that common ground because you guys are because like living roommates, you have different, you're not usually in the same career field, or you don't go to the same school sometimes, like depending, but in this case we all do. But in where I am, we don't have the same field. So like they might have like a test tomorrow or something, like a big exam, and I'm so chill, I'm relaxed, and I might have like a big exam and they're so chill, so it's just like, though that's the only thing that clashes sometimes. But other than that, I personally think that living in a household full of people, especially when it's people that you don't know, is pretty cool. And it's just something that I would not change for anything because it's dope. I get to learn new things. It's not boring. There's always something fun about it. If you made it to the end, I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. If you haven't become a queen or a king yet, please subscribe to my channel to become one. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.